Welcome, and please state your name and address for the record.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dave Hafner. I'm from 1037 Marnie Street. I'm running for Maplewood City Council. Is this thing working?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
On Monday, September 14th, a so-called neighbor of mine came down here and levied a series of false accusations against me. There's no proof, no evidence, no qualified witnesses, no police action, nothing. The guy simply came down here for 4 minutes and 4 seconds and levied a series of unfounded allegations against me. Patrick J. Downs claimed that we got in an argument. I never got in an argument with Patrick J. Downs. Never. He claimed he put signs on his property. We know Patrick J. Downs. He's a bad apple in our neighborhood. That's the last place I'd want to put a sign. We didn't ask him because we didn't put any there. We did put some signs next door to his properties, both properties. We did get permission, just like the other 250 signs that we placed. Patrick J. Downs walked onto his neighbor's property, took our signs, and never gave them back. There's a 10-foot setback. Tom Eckstein can tell you that. The one neighbor's house to the north, we put the sign 1 foot off the guy's side of his house, not a garage, side of his house. That means Patrick J. Downs had to walk at least 9 feet onto his neighbor's property to get that sign. I can think of a lot of better ways to handle a situation than to steal someone's sign and then come down here and besmirch someone's reputation and cause all kinds of trouble. There's some other things that the guy did. He went on his way to replace those signs with the 2 signs from Will Rosbach. That shouldn't surprise anybody. Wherever Will Rosbach is, you've got trouble. The guy went so far as to take those signs and put them closer and closer to his edge of his properties until now you can't distinguish whose property they're on. The guy really knows how to make a statement. That's the kind of neighbor we have, Patrick J. Downs from 992 Marnie Street South. That's in southern Maplewood, okay? 2 signs are on his yard. That's a clear-cut campaign sign violation. And I have the proof right here. Everybody knows it. This is it. It's a Maplewood ordinance. Everybody knows it that knows anything about sign violations. The guy also went out of his way to accuse me of accosting him. Boy, that's the way to win a council seat. Put signs where they don't belong, no permission, and accost people. Yeah, that's the way to win. That's the way. Hey, I understand, Will. You supposedly murdered some guy in southern Maplewood. Welcome to Maplewood City politics, folks. That's not the end of it. The guy also made a false 911 call to the police. The guy can't keep his own story straight. First he said he was accosted, but then he changed the story real fast when the police showed up. Then he just thought he might be. The only way you could have stopped that guy from calling the police was to accost him. Sitting in your car with a cell phone in your pocket, okay? Pull it out, dial 911, call the police and tell them whatever you want to tell them. The only way you could stop that is if the guy was being accosted. Patrick J. Downs is not the kind of neighbor you want. But the real travesty is the fact that you let him come up here and say all that. That's not the purpose of the citizens' presentation. Maybe the mayor thinks it is. That's why it's been a circus for so many years. First Amendment rights? Where are my First Amendment rights? I came up here twice that night to rebut that. I should have been out campaigning. That's where I deserved to be. That's where we were. My rights were taken away from me. Patrick J. Downs, you might have noticed if you were here, if you saw it on the CD or the tape, was pretty nervous when he came up here. I'd be nervous too if I was just going to come up here and lie like crazy. But he was nervous for a few more reasons than that. This was a carefully concocted plot put together by someone that's a little smarter, maybe not much, than Patrick J. Downs. This carefully concocted plot put together, perfectly schemed, right down to coming down here the night before the primary to besmirch my character. That's also a violation, folks. It doesn't matter what this guy from Minneapolis says. That is a clear-cut, gross misdemeanor disparaging a council candidate. And that's right in the SOS website. It stands for the state SOS, or the Office of Administrative Hearings. They also have the same thing in their paperwork. Anyone can find it on the internet. Patrick J. Downs' name should be forever associated with shame. Patrick J. Downs' name should go down in infamy in Maplewood. But I can tell you a few other things. His statements, he obviously doesn't read very well. People that don't read very well don't write very well either. He was nervous for a few reasons. Those were not his words. There's only two people in this city who have consistently and nonstop and undeniably gone out of their way to assassinate my character. The guy started with Will Rosbach with the statement that I foam at the mouth every time I hear his name. I've never foamed at the mouth. I don't have foot and mouth disease. I've always been professional when I come down here. You can look it up. They're all on CDs, just like John Nephew says. And John Nephew himself, who's gone out of his way consistently to show me and demonstrate me as a crazy man. Those were some of the words that came out of Patrick J. Downs' mouth. But those weren't all. There were two other words. Always on the verge of ranting and raving.
30 seconds.
Yeah, those words are right off of John Nephew's website. People of Maplewood, we've been telling you for years, stop falling for the con jobs. This is unconscionable. It's not going to stop until you get some good, decent, honest people on the council. We're going to run. We're not giving up. This fight's not over. We swung and missed on one pitch. You get another one coming, swing it at. Don't wait till you have two strikes. We're running a write-in campaign. Darn right. And I think we can win it. All you need to do is show up and vote and put our names on the ballot. That's what the city should do. It's the only way to take care of the situation. It's the only way to rectify this injustice. Yeah, 1 second, Madam Mayor. I got one more thing to say. People of Maplewood, vote for us. We're the real deal. We are good, decent, honest people. That comes from me. I've been saying it for years. I don't have any qualms about it. I'm good, I'm decent, I'm honest. So is Delray Rocky, so is Ken Smart. Vote for him on November 3rd, and let's put an end to this nonsense once and for all. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Please state your name and address for the record.
Patrick J. Downs, 992 Marnie Street. I'm the person that this fella's talking about. Nervous? Yeah, I am nervous. This is only, though this is my second meeting I've ever been to. The one he's talking about was my first one. Yes, I was nervous. And everything he said is a bunch of baloney. And I want to just tell him that if people have doubts about what happened, I have the 911 tape, and I will put it online so that the people can really hear the end of what transpired. And I don't know how much more I can say, but this guy is, he's off someplace else. Like I say, I'm nervous. It's my first time or second time up here. But I will put the 911 tape on someplace. So if anyone wants to question who's telling the truth.
Okay. Thank you. We still have time for one more person to visit. No, we need to take turns.
Shot at this?
No,
I
please.
called the police on him twice.
Okay, please. We have a little bit of time left for another citizen who'd like to come forward. Thank you.